Hi, I'm Steve. I'm the new guy here at AlkaWay, and I'm very interested in the UltraStream filter. I bought one before I started here and it's set up at home, and I'm very much enjoying the way it's softening my skin, and I'm here to ask Ian how to set it up.
Well, actually, Steve, setting up, you know how to set it up because you put it in, but you know, that lady that rang you this morning, she was asked, people are asking her, how does it work and what does it do? And this particular lady bought an ORP meter. And an ORP meter is an oxidation or reduction potential meter. Now, there's a kind of a urban legend around the electric ionizer guys that if you've got high negative ORP, you've got high antioxidant ability. And we know that the UltraStream has antioxidant ability, but is it ORP? Okay, and I have to admit, after looking at the sales stories of these guys, the only way I can put it is they're wrong. Okay, so I hope I don't lose you here, right? Tell me if you're lost. No, don't tell me if you're lost. Okay. Firstly, alkaline water is water with alkaline minerals in it. That's all. Okay. It doesn't. There's nothing else. Nothing more complex about it. Then you'll hear people talk about alkalinized water or electrolyzed water. This is water that's gone through an electrolysis process. It doesn't add alkaline minerals because it doesn't have any alkaline minerals to add. But what it does do is it increases the pH. So they'll say, look, it's high level alkaline water. No, it's not. It's high level pH water. So first thing, pH and alkalinity are not the same. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, most people don't even think about that, so they get away with that one. Second one is they say, and look at the ORP, and they pull out the ORP meter, and it's a very fancy looking thing, and they put it in the water and they get a negative ORP. And they say, see, antioxidant ability. No, ORP is the oxidation or reduction potential, note potential of the water. Doesn't mean it does it. Oxidation is rusting. Reduction is antioxidant, so it's oxidant or antioxidant potential. It means the water might have antioxidant ability. Doesn't mean it has. Okay. Now, what we have found with the electronic ionizers is that they will give good molecular hydrogen, which is the antioxidant. Okay, this is what actually goes and finds the hydroxyl radical and has a big orgasmic uniting with it and turns into water. Right? It's fabulous, right? That's great. But what we've also found is that the electric ionizers with high ORP, with high pH, very soon don't produce any hydrogen. The reason they don't produce any hydrogen is as soon as those plates in there get a little bit dirty, they do everything else, but they won't produce hydrogen. Now they'll keep on saying, oh look, I've got high ORP and therefore I have antioxidant. No, you don't have it. Now, the difficulty with explaining this or testing it or showing it is that people use a meter called an ORP meter. Now an ORP meter's got a probe and it checks on that conductivity, okay, or the positive or negative charge of electricity in the water. That's all it's doing. It's not doing anything else. It's not showing antioxidants, but they're very susceptible to giving false readings, mainly because the probe, as soon as it goes into water with a bit of minerals in it, it's going to oxidize up and doesn't do the job. But they still say, look, here's the meter, it's really good, and therefore you should buy this because it's really good antioxidant. It's not. It's not true. Now, let's look at the UltraStream. The UltraStream produces molecular hydrogen. It directly produces molecular hydrogen. It doesn't use electrolysis, it uses magnesium. There's a very simple formula that says H2O plus magnesium will give us molecular hydrogen. That's where we get it from, right? As a result of producing the molecular hydrogen, remember we said potential? As a result of that, you will have high ORP. As a result of that, you'll also have high pH. And because we have alkaline minerals in the UltraStream, you'll also get a higher alkalinity than the water that's coming in. Now that's a big mouthful, and it might take you a while to get that, but when you get it, you see that what's being sold as a water alkalizer isn't even a water alkalizer, and what's being sold as an antioxidant, microclustered and all the other things they say, just isn't true, you go, wow, what else isn't true? Okay. Now, the major thing that people say is, well, the UltraStream's less than $1,000 and ours costs $5,000 or $6,000. You don't really believe that something for $1,000 can do what ours does for $5,000 or $6,000, do you? You're not silly, are you? Well, actually, we are silly, and it does work, and they're wrong. Right? It's just that the thing costs so much because it's a multi-level marketing system. Okay, we had electronic water ionizers for 12 years. We know them inside out. We've pulled them apart. We've fixed them. We've changed every part of them. Our family is an expert on fixing the things, but we don't have them anymore because we can't really do that to people. They don't need it. The UltraStream does everything. And as a matter of fact, when we tested the hydrogen content of the UltraStream, the output, with a lab in America, we were getting almost 4 times the hydrogen that the $5,000 units were getting. So I've given you a hell lot of information there. Jump on the phone and tell somebody else, will you?
It's really true. My skin is much better for using it. Thanks, Ian.
Okay.